What's going on guys, WingsOfEnd here and welcome back to another tutorial, and today guys I'm gonna be showing you how to make my Cobble Gen 3000. So if you guys are excited for that, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe if you're new, and without further ado, let's get right into today's video. Ever since the first time I actually played this skyblock map and had to use the one block cobblestone generator, I knew that we could do something a lot better using the same amount of resources, main things being the one lava bucket and one water bucket, and that's pretty much how my cobblestone generator 3000 was born. We can see it's actually going to create 3 cobblestone instead of the 1, and we are pretty much using the same amount of resources, since you actually need to dig a little area for the cobblestone generator, since they usually go in the ground. You're going to have enough resources for the walls and everything, and I hate that the one blocks cobblestone generator pretty much became the standard of the cobblestone generators. And I know that not a lot of people are actually going to see this tutorial, but in my mind this should be the standard of cobblestone generators. This is just 3 times better. Obviously you're going to get the 3 times amount of the actual resources in 3 times less time. So obviously what you want to do with this, since I didn't do the tutorial, I pretty much had it uncovered over here. You want to cover the water and the lava, that way you're not actually going to destroy the actual water source and the lava source, and you're not going to fall in lava or lose any of the cobblestone. So you pretty much want to cover that up with any blocks that you want. Again, you don't have to use the actual red concrete and the blue concrete over here. You can use any blocks that you want. And the idea behind this cobblestone generator is that you're going to have yourself a stone pickaxe. You're going to destroy the first, second, then the third cobblestone, and by the time you actually destroy the third one, first 2 are going to regenerate, pretty much giving you an infinite amount of cobblestone that you're going to be able to break continuously without having to wait. You just kind of have to go over here from the top, or what you can do is go to the bottom and pretty much have some signs over here that are going to stop the water and mine it over here. I'm just going to go in survival to show you how it works. So we can use a stone pickaxe, which is probably the most common tool you're going to have early on. You're going to see that we are just kind of moving over here from left to right, or you can stay on this side and you can go right to left. It doesn't really matter, but you're going to see that we are not actually going to lose any cobblestone, because we are on the lava side. The cobblestone is always going to go in the water, and it's either going to land in the water right there, or it's going to go down over here in the bottom chamber, where we can actually collect it. So you can break the cobblestone from the top, or you can just stand over here and break it from this side. You're going to see that you are continuously going to get cobblestone. Again, when you actually break the third cobblestone, the first 2 are going to regenerate, so you never have to wait. You can just hold over here, right click if you're on PC, or hold the screen if you're on the phone like myself. So we are just going to mine over here, and you're going to see how much cobblestone you can actually get in a short amount of the time. And again, this should actually be the standard of the cobblestone generators in my opinion, but it's really simple to make, and I'm going to show you how to do it right now. So the blocks we're going to need for this are a water bucket, a lava bucket, some block for choice for the walls, and you're going to need something to stop the actual water. I'm going to be using signs, but you can use buttons and ladders instead if you want. What we want to do is pretty much create a 6x5 rectangle. So I'm just going to be using 2 different types of the blocks, red for the lava and blue for the water. We're just going to go ahead and make it 3 blocks tall. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 over here. We're just going to create a half of the red concrete and half of the light blue, making sure that we are going to have a 3 area over here. That way we can have the water and the lava spread to 3 blocks and get the cobblestone generator 3000. So you can see we have a little shape of the sea. We're just going to copy that with the blue over here. Of course you can use any blocks that you want. You don't have to use different types of the blocks. You can pretty much maybe just make this out of the cobblestone, since it is a cobblestone generator after all. And we're just going to cover that up like this, and you're going to see that we have a nice little O shape. Once we have that shape, we want to go to the water side and pretty much go 1 block below the actual top and make a little staircase over here, because we want to have the water flowing down. And we're going to do the same thing on the lava side, but we don't really need the staircase, so we're just going to block this off like so. Then what we need to do is actually block the staircase over here, because we need to put in the water first in a 3 block hole. So you're going to place it in the middle, and we're just going to use 1 water bucket. You're going to see that the water is going to spread to both sides. And we are pretty much going to do the same thing over here on the other side for the lava. Just go ahead and place the lava in the middle. You're going to see it's going to spread to 2 sides. Now what we need to do is pretty much go down over here. because we don't want to actually have the water spilling out everywhere. So we need to pretty much block this off. Again, you can use signs, buttons, or ladders. I'm just going to put in a couple of the signs. Just like that, these signs are pretty much going to stop the water, and since this is the lava side, I'm just going to replace the floor over here as well, before we actually break the blocks. So you're going to see we're going to remove these blocks from the actual water side, and over here you're going to see that the water is going to stop, and it's going to go one block down, creating like a little staircase of the flowing water, and these signs are going to stop it. Next thing we need to do is just destroy these blocks. You're going to see that the cobblestone is actually going to start generating. You can pretty much break this endlessly and you're going to get an infinite amount of the actual cobblestone. For some strange reason, the fire can actually spread to these 3 blocks only when you are actually constructing the actual cobblestone generator before you actually have the cobblestone generating. So you saw that we removed the blocks over here, and that basically caused a little bit of the fire to spread, but as soon as you actually get the cobblestone generating, you're not going to have any fire spawning down. And again, what you want to do is pretty much cover this up. You can use slabs over here, which is going to require a bit less of the blocks, but you want to cover up the lava so you yourself don't fall in, you're not going to lose any of the blocks. And of course cover up the water because you don't want to accidentally break your only water source that you have in the series. And that's pretty much it. You can stay over here at the top and break the cobblestone, or you can go downstairs and break it from this side. It doesn't really matter from which side you actually want to break it. I kinda like to break it from the top because it's a little bit easier on the ice. Because if you just kinda go over here, it's really easy on the ice to actually break the cobblestone. And if you go down over here and you actually want to move, because the cobblestone is really close, it's kinda going to mess up with your ice a little bit. And of course, if you're doing it for the longer period of the time. But that's pretty much all there is for the Cobble Gen 3000. I really like design, and again I hope to see it pretty much become the standard for the cobblestone generators in the future, although I kinda doubt it because probably not a ton of people are actually going to see it. But nonetheless, I really hope that you guys actually enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe if you're new. If you think any of your friends would enjoy this type of content, make sure to share with them. But as always, I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.